On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Polluted.
Contaminated with harmful or poisonous substances.
Examples:
Polluted air. Cadmium polluted area. The river was polluted with chemicals, causing harm to the wildlife.
Foggy.
Characterized by or filled with dense clouds of mist or fog, unclear or hazy, as in thought or memory.
Examples:
Foggy morning. Foggy memory. The foggy weather made it difficult to see the road ahead.
Captivate.
To attract and hold the attention or interest of.
Examples:
Captivate public sentiment. Captivate the mind. The magician captivated the audience with his illusions.
Telescope.
A device like a tube in shape containing lenses used to magnify and observe distant objects.
Examples:
A binocular telescope. Look through a telescope. This facility has the largest astronomical telescope in the country.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Astronomer.
A physicist who studies astronomy.
Examples:
Amateur astronomer. Solar astronomer. This question has fascinated solar astronomers for decades.
Physicist.
A scientist who specializes in the field of physics.
Examples:
Talented physicist. Theoretical physicist. Einstein was an outstanding and famous physicist of the 20th century.
Physics.
The science of matter and energy and their interactions.
Examples:
Nuclear physics. Laws of physics. He studied the physics of radiation.
Astrophysics.
The branch of physics concerned with the study of the properties and behavior of celestial objects and the physical processes that govern the behavior and evolution of the universe.
Examples:
Astrophysics research. Neutrino astrophysics. He was studying astrophysics in an attempt to understand the origins of the universe.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Universe.
Everything that exists, especially all physical matter, including planets, stars, galaxies, and all other forms of matter and energy.
Examples:
Theory of the universe. Expansion of the universe. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old.
Astronaut.
A person trained by a space agency to travel outside the Earth's atmosphere.
Examples:
Astronaut mission. Astronaut in training. The shuttle astronaut trained for months before embarking on the space mission.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Evident.
Apparent to the mind, senses, or judgment.
Examples:
Evident to all. Plainly evident. With evident joy, he signed his name.
Delay.
To cause something to happen at a later time than originally intended or expected.
Examples:
Delay a flight 3 hours. Delay the new project. We delayed the payment because of an incorrect invoice.
Gigantic.
Extremely large.
Examples:
Gigantic proportions. Gigantic monsters. He was so hungry from the long journey that he had a gigantic appetite.
Severe.
Extremely serious or bad in feeling, manner, or strict and harsh, extremely strong or vigorous.
Examples:
Severe heat. A severe case of pneumonia. The senator received severe criticism from his opponent.
Explode.
To burst or break open violently and noisily, to cause something to burst or break open.
Examples:
Explode in anger. Explode in popularity. The old building exploded in a fiery inferno.
Galaxy.
An independent group of stars, interstellar gas, dark matter, etc., in the universe, bound together by gravity.
Examples:
elliptic galaxy, a galaxy of famous actors. The Milky Way galaxy has numerous water-bearing planets.
Spiral.
A curve that coils around a central point and gets progressively farther away from it as it goes around.
Examples:
spiral staircase, spiral design. The leaves of the fern were arranged in a spiral pattern.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
vast majority, vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Principle.
A fundamental law or truth that explains or controls how something happens or works.
Examples:
principle of treatment, principle in business. Efficiency isn't an essential principle here, fairness is.
Theoretical.
Relating to the concepts and principles upon which a particular topic is founded, rather than practice and experience.
Examples:
theoretical models, theoretical physicist. Absolute zero is the lowest theoretical temperature.
Observation.
The act or activity of carefully examining or monitoring something or someone.
Examples:
class observation day, observation instrument. In the hospital, she will remain under constant observation.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
experiment design, series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Verify.
To check that something exists or is true, or to prove that something is correct.
Examples:
verify a document, verify identity. We always verify all critical information independently.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
a remote relative, relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Overview.
A general description or summary of a subject.
Examples:
give an overview. Overview of recent trends. A well-known analyst described the market overview in the morning session.
Normally.
Usually, under normal conditions.
Examples:
complete normally. Not normally drink much. I don't normally take a vacation in the middle of summer.
Grade.
A particular level of quality, size, importance, etc.
Examples:
Boys in the 12th grade. Students at all grade levels. Departments may set requirements for a higher grade point average.
Concept:
An idea or principle associated with something abstract.
Examples:
Learn new concepts. Concept car. One such rapidly growing concept is quantum cryptography.
Trace:
To find or discover someone or something that was lost.
Examples:
Trace a telephone call. Trace back to medieval times. Let's trace the origins of some familiar foreign words.
Movement:
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Spin:
To cause something to rotate rapidly, to cause someone to feel dizzy or disoriented.
Examples:
Spin a top. Spin thread out of cotton. The tornado is spinning across the countryside, destroying everything in its path.
Nowhere:
Not in, at, or to any place, not anywhere.
Examples:
Nowhere else to go. Come out of nowhere. I've been thinking all day and getting nowhere.
Useless:
Not serving any useful purpose, having no practical result.
Examples:
Useless information. Useless in the kitchen. The old, rusty tools were now useless and had to be thrown away.
Refer:
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Relation:
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Physic:
A medicine or drug used to treat or alleviate illnesses, the practice of medicine or healing.
Examples:
Herbal physic. Physic garden. The doctor suggested a dose of physic to help with his digestive issues.
Newtonian:
Relating to Sir Isaac Newton or his laws of motion and universal gravitation.
Examples:
Newtonian physics, Newtonian mechanics. The motion of planets can be described using Newtonian mechanics.
Advance:
To go or move forward, to develop in a positive way.
Examples:
Advance the technology. Advance a cooperative relationship. Scientific knowledge will advance significantly with the power of AI.
Absolute:
Perfect or complete, or to the most considerable degree possible.
Examples:
Absolute loyalty. An absolute must. Gandhi had an absolute zeal for nonviolence.
Weird:
Extraordinary, unexpected, or difficult to explain.
Examples:
A weird dress. The state of being weird. My computer has been acting weird recently.
Bulb:
A rounded underground storage organ of some plants from which the plant grows. The rounded part of a cylindrical structure. Electric lamp consisting of a glass ball.
Examples:
Wet bulb thermometer. A lily bulb. The light bulb has burned out.
Yield:
The total output of crops, profits, etc. that are produced. Verb, to produce or supply helpful something, such as a profit, an amount of food, or information.
Examples:
Corn yield. The yield on the bond. The company's stock gives a high yield.
Crazy:
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Apparently:
Based on what you have heard or read.
Examples:
Apparently simple. Apparently unrelated. The police apparently believed this explanation was plausible.
Nonsense:
An idea, behavior, or something spoken or written that has no meaning or makes no sense or that is silly or unacceptable.
Examples:
Talk nonsense. Share nonsense. The parents spoke to their children in no-nonsense tones.
Devote:
To commit or dedicate oneself or one's time, effort, or energy to a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Devote all of my energies. Devote my own life. He devoted himself to studying the history of ancient civilizations.
Mathematics:
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Complicated.
Involving a lot of different things or parts in a way that is difficult to understand or analyze.
Examples:
A complicated process. Become increasingly complicated. He did complicated pen and ink drawings in just a few days.
Genius.
Someone who has exceptional intellectual ability and originality.
Examples:
A person of genius. A genius for music. Mozart was a musical genius.
Instance:
A particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
For instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Distance.
The amount of space between 2 points, measured in units such as miles, meters, or kilometers, the extent, scope, or range between 2 things, such as distance or emotional distance.
Examples:
Driving distance. Social distance. The marathon runner covered a long distance in a short amount of time.
Shrink.
To become smaller, or to make something smaller in size or amount.
Examples:
Shrink the tumor. Shrink with fear. This shirt will shrink in the wash.
Tick.
A light, sharp, repetitive sound or action, a mark indicating that something is correct or has been done. Any of 2 families of small parasitic arachnids with barbed proboscis.
Examples:
Tick of the clock. Tick fever. I always put a tick mark next to the items on my grocery list after buying them.
Simultaneous.
Happening or being done at the same time.
Examples:
The simultaneous release of the album. Simultaneous equations. The simultaneous translation made it possible for everyone to understand the speaker.
Disagree.
To have or express a different opinion, idea, etc.
Examples:
Disagree about a particular issue. Disagree with a plan. I disagree for reasons already stated above.
Opposed.
Being completely different from something or disagreeing strongly with something.
Examples:
2 opposed characters. Absolutely opposed to abortion. I'm strongly opposed to that plan.
Backward.
At, to, or toward the direction or place that is behind or rear.
Examples:
Walk backward. Backward angle. She falls over backward when she sees her mother-in-law.
Conclude.
To come to an end or close, to reach a judgment or opinion by reasoning.
Examples:
conclude a meeting, conclude that he is healthy. We concluded a ceasefire.
Define:
to state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Causal:
relating to or indicating a cause or the relationship between causes and effects, resulting from a cause.
Examples:
causal chain, causal effect. The study aimed to establish a causal relationship between smoking and lung cancer.
Crisis:
a time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
financial crisis, crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Maximum:
the largest or greatest amount or value attainable or attained.
Examples:
maximum limit, the maximum speed. The maximum temperature recorded this summer was higher than average.
Fortunate:
having good luck or lucky.
Examples:
fortunate situation, less fortunate person. He was pretty fortunate to pass the exam.
Develop:
to grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
develop a strategy, develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Confuse:
to mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
confuse the listener, confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Gravity:
the force that attracts a body towards the center of the earth or towards any other physical body having mass, a manner that is solemn.
Examples:
the attraction of gravity. Preserve my gravity. The astronaut felt weightless in space due to the absence of gravity.
Instantaneous:
occurring or happening immediately or without delay, taking place in an instant or moment.
Examples:
instantaneous reaction, instantaneous message. The new software provides instantaneous results, making it much more efficient than the previous version.
Immediately:
now or without delay.
Examples:
Immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
React.
To take action in response to something.
Examples:
React at a high temperature. React against his way of thinking. How did he react to your idea?
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Achievement.
A thing that someone has accomplished, primarily through their effort and ability.
Examples:
Student achievement. A remarkable achievement. This achievement has never been formally accepted.
Equivalent.
Having the same value, quality, meaning, purpose, etc.
Examples:
Equivalent amounts. Equivalent in meaning. The European Central Bank is Europe's equivalent of the Federal Reserve.
Trajectory.
The curved path followed by an object moving through space.
Examples:
Career trajectory. A trajectory missile. The company has shown an excellent growth trajectory over the years.
Curve.
A bend or angle in a line or surface that deviates from a straight or flat path, a gradual or smooth change in direction or shape.
Examples:
Learning curve. Yield curve. The curve in the road was so sharp that I had to slow down to navigate it safely.
Parable.
A short allegorical story designed to illustrate a moral or spiritual lesson.
Examples:
Parable story. Biblical parable. Jesus quoted parables to teach important lessons to his disciples.
Ellipsis.
The omission of a word or phrase from a sentence or text that is still grammatically complete, indicated by a set of 3 dots, or other markings.
Examples:
Ellipsis mark. Use an ellipsis. The poem's last line trailed off with an ellipsis, inviting readers to interpret the meaning for themselves.
Dependent.
Relying on someone or something else for support or aid.
Examples:
Dose-dependent induction. A dependent person. The small island nation is heavily dependent on tourism as its main source of income.
Property.
A thing or things that belong to someone.
Examples:
A man of property. Chemical property. He stood to inherit $1 million property.
Deformation.
The process of changing the physical shape or form of something, usually due to external forces or pressure.
Examples:
deformation at room temperature, deformation of structures. Various factors, including pressure, temperature, and the application of external forces, can cause the deformation of rocks.
Cheat.
To act dishonestly or unfairly to gain an advantage or to deceive someone, to break the rules or laws.
Examples:
cheat on my taxes, cheat in a game. Even though he knew it was wrong, he cheated on the exam.
Distort.
To change something's shape, appearance, or sound so that it appears weird or unclear.
Examples:
distort the facts, distort the economy. Economists contend that taxes distort consumer behavior in general.
Technique.
A particular way or art of doing something that needs skill.
Examples:
a technique in martial arts. The technique applied to construction. Jockey's superior technique brought him victory.
Far away.
Located at a geographically distant place, remote or separated by distance, distant or not easily accessible.
Examples:
faraway land, faraway dream. The view from the faraway hilltop was breathtakingly beautiful.
Sci-fi.
Informal for science fiction, a genre of speculative fiction, typically deals with space travel, life on other planets, time travel, etc.
Examples:
a sci-fi movie. Avid sci-fi fan. He is a gadget buff and sci-fi enthusiast.
Wormhole.
A hypothetical tunnel or passage through space and time, permitting quicker travel across vast distances than would normally be possible.
Examples:
quantum wormhole, traversable wormhole. The theory of wormholes suggests they would create a shortcut between 2 points in space-time.
Fiction.
The type of book or story, especially novels, that describes imaginary events and people, anything made up or imagined that is not true.
Examples:
stuff of science fiction, non-fiction bestseller. Truth is stranger than fiction.
Interstellar.
Relating to or located in the space between stars.
Examples:
interstellar communication, interstellar space. The interstellar medium comprises gas, dust, and cosmic rays that fill the space between stars.
Tunnel.
An underground or underwater passage, typically for trains or cars.
Examples:
tunnel construction work, tunnel disease. The workers had to dig through solid rock to create the vehicular tunnel allowing the cars to pass through the mountain.
Shortcut.
An alternative route shorter or quicker than the usual one.
Examples:
Take a shortcut. Keyboard shortcuts. There is no shortcut to success.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Diagram.
A simplified illustration of the appearance, structure, or workings of something.
Examples:
3D diagram. In a diagram. He is drawing a diagram illustrating how the equipment operates.
Dimension.
A measurable extent of a particular kind, such as width, height, or length.
Examples:
New dimension. The crosswise dimension. Overall dimensions are approximately 400 by 200 millimeters.
Twist.
To bend or turn something into a certain shape.
Examples:
Twist around to the left. Twist a wet towel. He twisted pieces of rope out of straw.
Expand.
To increase or to make something greater in size, number, or importance.
Examples:
Expand a lineup. Expand agricultural output. They hope to expand their business worldwide.
Drift.
To move smoothly and slowly in water or air, especially as a result of outside forces, with no control over the direction.
Examples:
Drift down the stream. Drift away on a raft. I drifted around for years in Europe before going to university.
Explosion.
A violent release induced by a chemical or nuclear reaction.
Examples:
A lot of explosions. Site of the explosion. A broken gas pipe triggered the explosion.
Combine.
To join or merge to form a single thing or group.
Examples:
Combine chemically with another substance. Combine augmented reality. Hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water.
Expansion.
The process of becoming larger or more extensive, or the result of this process.
Examples:
Industrial expansion. Expansion project. The company is undergoing an expansion, opening new locations in several states.
Contraction.
The act or process of becoming smaller or shorter in size, volume, or amount.
Examples:
contraction of a disease, contraction in the industry. The contraction of the economy has led to job losses.
Warp.
To twist or bend out of shape, especially as a result of being heated, to distort or twist the meaning or sense of something.
Examples:
warp under pressure, become warped. The ship's hull was warped from years of use in rough seas.
Distortion.
The alteration or misrepresentation of something so that it is no longer true or accurate, the way in which a sound or image is changed or distorted.
Examples:
distortion of the Earth's surface, horizontal distortion. Her report was criticized as a gross distortion of the truth.
Worm.
A long, thin creature with a soft and long cylindrical tube-like body, no limbs, and a lack of eyes.
Examples:
wiggly worms, can of worms. Worms help dispose of the food waste produced by humans.
Propulsion.
The act or process of propelling or driving something forward, often using a motor, engine, or other mechanical means.
Examples:
propulsion technology, nuclear propulsion. The spacecraft's propulsion system helped it travel through space.
Negative.
Having the quality of something bad or harmful, expressing refusal.
Examples:
have a negative effect, a negative number. The movie has received almost universally negative criticism.
Crystal.
A solid material with many even sides that is formed naturally when the substance becomes solid and has a highly regular atomic structure. Clear and colorless glass made of almost pure silica.
Examples:
liquid crystal, crystal analyses. A vast crystal chandelier glittered brightly above us.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
a mass of molten rock, critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Nuclear.
Of or relating to or constituting the nucleus of an atom, deriving destructive energy from the release of atomic energy.
Examples:
nuclear fusion, use of nuclear power. Many countries have now agreed to a treaty banning the use of nuclear weapons.
Atomic.
Of or relating to atom, equals the smallest component of an element.
Examples:
atomic nucleus, atomic bomb. carbon has an atomic mass of 12.
Bomb.
A weapon that explodes and is used to kill or injure people or to cause damage to something.
Examples:
Atomic bombs. Disarm the bomb. The use of cluster bombs is strictly prohibited by international law.
Minus.
Subtracting or taking away, having a value less than 0.
Examples:
Minus sign. Minus temperature. The recipe calls for 4 cups of flour minus 1 tablespoon.
Pound.
The standard unit of money in the UK, the standard unit of weight equal to 16 ounces.
Examples:
3/4 of a pound. Thousands of pounds. The car's front bumper cost £1,500.
Tortilla.
A type of thin flatbread made from corn or wheat, common in Mexican and Central American cuisine, often used as a wrap or served as a side dish.
Examples:
Tortilla chips. Tortilla wraps. I love to make tacos with fresh tortillas.
Forbidden.
Not permitted or allowed by rules or laws.
Examples:
Forbidden words. Forbidden love. Taking photographs inside the museum is forbidden.
Forbid.
To order somebody not to do something, especially officially, to keep something from happening or arising.
Examples:
Forbid smoking in public areas. Forbid the use of chemical weapons. God forbid you should regret your marriage.
Initial.
Of or happening at the beginning, noun, the first letter of a word, especially a person's name.
Examples:
Initial velocity. An initial letter. They took the initial step toward reconciliation.
Compress.
To press or squeeze together, to make something take up less space.
Examples:
Compress the chest. Compress gas. She compressed the files into a single zip archive to save space on her computer.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.